The Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
They're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Mayfield to throw on the first play.
He's got Fuller. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first.
This defense for the Buccaneers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week.
14 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year, with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield.
That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
It's not clear about the game there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house.
So just a tremendous play defensively on this opening drive. Not just a lucky interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels
until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So the defense created some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Jones was going everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sent it a little bit too high. He actually left his body open for a big hit.
So a failure to connect on second down. That leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield now. Here's Fuller with a catch.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Mayfield now from the 50. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Fuller.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think this is a route we'll see more as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady. And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down. 12 yards. yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
We're down to the 40.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now a play fake. Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Brady gives this to White. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun now for Brady.
To Evans on the slant. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the trick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
And you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good football time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, we're probably not the first, but all of us at EA Sports certainly want to wish you and yours a happy and prosperous new year. And as a celebration of that, a big slate of NFL games on this Sunday, Week 17. Second to last weekend of the NFL docket. Later tonight, the battle for Los Angeles, Rams and Chargers, 5:15 Pacific at SoFi. And then on Monday night, Charles and I are on to Cincinnati. Bills and Bengals, two cold-weather teams in what will be a frigid Paul Brown Stadium.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Mayfield to Moore for the Carolina first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive lineman job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's a little bit of a possibility, but it did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house. Make it back-to-back weeks now. Pick 6 for him. He had 1 week ago.
Talk about being in the groove. And what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, he got a pick 6 in a season. It's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I would play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit. Hopefully this game helps do it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The dominant on defense, two extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. They allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
There's Evans again, complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to them.
Under pressure, they got him again. Matt Ioannidis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's got
touchdown. Julio Jones from 19 yards away.
And the Bucs are able to widen their lead in this first half.
that story that they just gave up there. That's a tough one for their defense has to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, his throw incomplete.
This drive is almost over before it can get off. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on the first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rip, and they get off the field.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Throwing on first down is Brady.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass in his first half.
And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Mayfield.
That caught by Tremble.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it.
There's Tremble, the tight end.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we toss it an hour.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Brady. Evans has it left side. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32.
41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute rejection. Let's focus on the Heisman. The lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. Right now, I'm expecting a back off of it. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Mayfield and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
He's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Mayfield now.
He sees Fuller on the out route, and it's complete.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. Here's Fuller with a catch.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, Mayfield.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Mayfield. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he's on to punt for Carolina. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Second down, back to Fournette.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from rocking.
Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass in the game for Tom Brady.
And the Bucs are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead.
Extra point try now for Suckup. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Good reaction there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up, but not what you... Late in the season. Staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Derek Brown in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And here comes throw #1 for the backup QB. He's got White here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Off the play fake. Trask.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Suckett's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they'll have that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know, if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run?
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Mayfield on first down. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now he steps away, and he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a play that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side, and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Trask.
And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Just here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 27, Mayfield. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Mayfield.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield
connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That caught by Tremble.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And we've got 3rd and 4.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw for both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bucs,
they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.